Have you ever engaged in a serious debate over which is better, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Have you ever played Smash or Pass using only characters from Star Wars and Marvel movies? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we have the podcast for you. Listen to The Steam Gentlemen, the podcast where an expert panel convenes to ask the questions about pop culture and social commentary that other podcasts are afraid to ask. Listen to The Steam Gentlemen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Wrestling fans, promoters, wrestlers, and anyone who enjoys pro wrestling now have something new to be excited about. The Wrestling Fans International Association, the WFIA, is back. WFIA is an association that exists to promote, grow, and support professional wrestling throughout the world. Membership is free. Your membership includes a free digital bi-monthly publication of the Wrestling Fan News newsletter, association updates, voting privileges, and much more. Please go to thewfia.org, that's THEWFIA.org, and become a member today.
Here we are again, everybody, back in action live and in living color with the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, Brad Drake, and this is the American Wrestling Association. And tonight we have part 3 of our television tapings, once again for Championship Wrestling. All right, let's get to it, everybody. Let's take a look at our card for this evening. We're going to have 2 dark matches. We're going to see the Top Guns and Alan West featured in these dark matches. We are going to see, moving on to the main card, Cactus Jack in singles action. The Guerrero brothers will grace us with their presence. We are going to see Buddy Rose in singles action, Greg Gagne in singles action, and in our main event, everybody, we are going to see former heavyweight champion of the world, Nick Bockwinkel, in the ring for the first time since losing his title with his partner, Ray Stevens, and they are going to wrestle Rip Oliver and the new heavyweight champion of the world, Curt Hennig. Everybody, we're going to have a couple promos here. We're going to see the Midnight Rockers cut a promo, the reigning World Tag Team Champions. We are going to see Curt Hennig and Rip Oliver cut a promo. And finally, we are going to see Nick Bockwinkel and his partner, his longtime partner, Ray Stevens, also cut a promo. Those, of course, will be setting up the main event, everybody. So with that said, with all of that said, let's get to booking. All right, here we go. Houdini. I always laugh because this guy's picture cracks me up. Houdini and his partner, Alex Knight, are going to battle the Top Guns. And here is Houdini. Now, you just take one look at that guy's picture and you ask yourself, how didn't this guy end up a big-time star, drawing money around the whole country? How did it happen, everybody? All right, here we go. John Paul is going to get the win for the Top Guns here. And we move on to our next bout, our next dark match, which is going to be, I already forgot. Let's double check here. David Koorijian versus Alan West. Now, Alan West was not in the AWA for long, but he was in the AWA at this time period. This was part of the CWA and AWA talent sharing deal. And Alan West was he's unavailable. So he's nothing for us tonight. All right, who do we have available? Who needs an easy win? What do we got here? What do we got? Who needs an easy win? Let's put him in there with Russ Francis. Why not? So here is Russ Francis. There's Koorijian versus Francis. And Russ Francis, everybody is going to get the win, obviously. All right, so let's adjust that here. All right, so that's good. Up next, we're going to have Jim Evans mixing it up with Cactus Jack. This is not going to go good for Evans. Here is Jim Evans. Here is Cactus Jack, also known as Mick Foley, long before he hit his big stardom. All right, Cactus Jack's going to get the win. He's a big dude, a good brawler. And again, I personally am not the biggest of fans of Mick Foley, but I do respect what he did for wrestling and what he did in wrestling. All right, here is Jeff Curtis and Julio Rodriguez. So we have Curtis and Rodriguez versus the Guerrero brothers. This one's going to go 3 minutes. So here is Julio Rodriguez. Here is Jeff Curtis. Here is the Guerrero brothers. All right, we will have Chavo get the win for his team. And this one is in the books. Up next, we got that big Midnight Rockers promo. And this may not go that well. All right, here is Marty Genadi. Here is Shawn Michaels. Here is Larry Nelson. And here they are talking about Doug Summers, Buddy Rose, and Doug Summers. Here is Buddy Rose. Here is Doug Summers. All right. Entertainment, entertainment. Off screen, off screen. Bam! That one's in the books. Up next, we're going to have the Buddy Rose match. And we're going to see Jake Milliman, sorry. Jake Milliman versus Rose. And Jake Milliman, of course, was the man that had no problem taking the fall. So here is Jake Milliman. Here is Buddy Rose. This one is booked. Buddy Rose is going to get the win here, everybody. And there we go. Up next, we are going to have Curt Hennig and Rip Oliver cut a promo. And here is Curt Hennig. Here is Rip Oliver. Rip Oliver's actually not going to talk. And they're talking to Larry Nelson here. And they are talking about Nick Bockwinkel and Ray Stevens, the long-time tag team, former AWA World Tag Team Champions. All right, so this one's all set. And up next, we have Jimmy Magnum versus Greg Gagne. I think everybody knows how this one's going to go. Here is Jimmy Magnum. Here is our man, Greg Gagne. And Greg Gagne with the win here, everybody. Up next, we are going to have Nick Bockwinkel and Ray Stevens cut a promo. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to have Nick Bockwinkel get rated. And you know what? We can have Ray Stevens get rated. He should be okay. We are in the Southwest here where he is popular. All right, here is Larry Nelson. And they are talking about Curt Hennig and Rip Oliver. The connection between Hennig and Oliver is Hennig spent quite a bit of time in Portland wrestling where Oliver was a mainstay. So that would make them a natural tag team if they're going to do something like this. All right, here comes our big main event, 20 minutes here. And we have Bockwinkel and Stevens versus Hennig and Oliver. All right, so we should be able to plug in Bockwinkel and Stevens, and of course, they're not in the system. I'll blame the guy that made this mod. All right, here is Ray Stevens. Here is Curt Hennig. Here is Rip Oliver. All right, we are going to have Nick Bockwinkel get the win. And we are going to have Rip Oliver take the loss. This one can definitely be an epic. And this one's booked. I can't have the road agent. So we will have Greg Gagne be the road agent on this one. We're all set here, everybody. Let's see how we do. All right, Houdini. There he is. Superstar. Look at how that mullet is tethered. That is just 80s perfection. Bad mustache, bad sunglasses. Thing of beauty. This one gets a whopping 13. Alex Knight outscored everybody. All right, up. Oh, here it is, everybody. This is the lowest score we have ever gotten in my 500 episodes. We scored a 1, everybody. That's right. We scored a 1. Believe it or not, it has happened. We have scored a 1. I have no choice but to do a screenshot of this. Oh, this is unorthodox here, but I can't. I've never seen a score this low. So there we go. It is saved forever now. Here we go. We scored a 1. Oh my goodness. Here we go for our opening match now on the main show. Cactus Jack over Jim Evans with that pile driver. He actually used that double arm DDT. 24 overall. Red Text the Doom, of course. But nothing as bad as that last match. The Guerrero brothers here get some outstanding scores. And of course they do, because we're in the Southwest territory. 80, 77, 20, and 27 gets us a 55 overall. That's quite the jump, but what are you going to do? Lots of green. Green equals money, everybody. Hey, at least it wasn't a 1. And here we go. The Midnight Rockers get a 52 on their promo, and it's not the end of the world. Not bad at all. Up next, Buddy Rose gets the win over Jake Milliman with that Las Vegas jackpot. All right, up next here, we have the promo of Curt Hennig and Rip Oliver, and we score a 60. And I'll take it. Not bad. Greg Gagne wins over enhancement talent Jimmy Magnum with that Gagne sleeper, 41. Overall, my friends, 41. All right, here we go. 83 promo. There we go. Bockwinkel and Stevens showing how it's done here, everybody. Good stuff. All right, here comes that big main event. Let's see how we do. Get a 73 overall. Outstanding. Good score. Exactly what I'm looking for here. There we go. 73. That should have saved the day for us here. And we end up with gaining 25 regions, everybody. 71 overall. Okay, that's going to finish our show. And just remember, we scored a 1. That's right, a 1. For those of you that are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Leave us a message below. Do you want these shows early and ad-free? YouTube ad-free, that is? Make sure to check us out on Patreon. Patreon.com/PowerCast Network. For just $5 a month, everybody, you get access to the updated Supermod 10.1, that is. You'll also get access to all of the spreadsheets. You will have access to all of our bonus episodes, and you will get a whole lot of other content, including all of our other saves. Our Patreon page is loaded, everybody. All of our shows are early, and everybody that's on there seems to dig it, and they keep resubscribing. Check it out today for yourself. Last but not least, everybody, check us out on social media, facebook.com/groups/1987 Supermod. You can also find us over on Reddit under the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. Don't forget, everybody, we're also on Discord under 1987 Supermod. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.